I plan to major in finance. The things that swayed me in deciding this, because I was thinking about being an accounting major before, was learning that accounting was so heavily just focused in on numbers and recording numbers. Whereas finance, I could take those numbers and those charts and I could take them and look at a big picture model to help make bigger and better decisions, because I felt like with my social skills and my want to work with people that I would be able to work with more people through finance. And I learned this because of the alumni panel meeting where the two people that were involved in finance talked about how they were more networking, they were more emailing, they were more decision making, whereas the accountant was kind of focused in on new methods to be more efficient at crunching numbers and putting in things and seeing data. The skills and strengths and accomplishments that I feel I could use for this major is that I am a numbers person. I do enjoy them. I feel like I have more social skills that are required to be a finance major. And I just would feel bad if I personally let those not be used in my major and future career. My approach to being an ethical leader in the field is that I really had to take a second and think about what other people's views were. And in a business world, that's not always talked about. You don't always realize that even though you're working with other people to have the same goal, do the same thing, you don't necessarily know how all other people feel about what's going on. You don't know about HR stuff. These were all things that I hadn't considered. And so going into my future, I'd like to make sure that I'm always conscious of what workers and other people have going on in their lives. I'm conscious of what company is, like what their goal is, how they make products, sell products. Is it ethical? Is it affecting me personally? Not only me personally, but is it affecting the other people in the community, the other people in the company? You always have to be mindful of this and you have to be aware. So that's kind of why it's just another value I'd like to add to help with my field, because as I said, I chose finance. There's going to be more social skills in that than, say, accounting. And that's where this class really showed me that you do have to be aware of what's going on. And again, the alumni panel, which I found incredibly helpful, there was the woman that worked HR there, and she said every day was different. It can be a worldwide company, it can be a community that's having problems, or it can be in the own office. You just don't know, and you always have to be aware of that. The final views that I had that the class really taught me was that networking as a finance major is going to be my best friend. I should be connecting and learning and talking with other people. And then the other chapters that we focused in on, when I was looking into finance and accounting, I really just saw numbers. I saw A to B. You plug in your charts, you look at numbers, you make the best decision. But when we learned about these different areas of business and how much they correlate together, I had always assumed that it was just finance and accounting. They went hand in hand, and then they went up above to the decision-making process. I didn't realize that HR was going to be involved. I didn't know that accounting fed directly into finance. And I needed to know that companies need to work well together. They need to have common goals, and they need to be able to set their standards to a point where all people can work together well before a business can work together well.